we have a new van.
Here it is, our new 2020.5 Travato GL.
Let's get you introduced.
I'm staying on the path that I've chosen, straight up. Come my way and I'll see you at the top. 'Cause something's gonna happen in this story, and I can feel it coming like the rising of the sun. Straight up.
So a couple months ago, we shared with you that we loved our 2016 Travato G that we bought used about a year and a half ago, but we had some issues with it and we were ready for an upgrade.
Yeah, we had loved van life so much more than we even expected, that well, we were ready to go all in and to get all the features and upgrades that we had gone for an older used base model Travato G when we were trying out van life, and well, there was so much that we liked about it that we wanted the newer model, and particularly we really were lusting after the GL, the model with the lithium batteries and the more electrical autonomy. So we put out that video saying, well, we love our G, but we're wishing for a GL and all these other upgrades.
But the issue was, of course, that the RVs are very popular right now and stocks are very low, and we could order a new one, but it'd be a several month wait. So we put a call out there that maybe we had a viewer out there who maybe had a newer one and had decided it didn't work out right for them, and that's exactly what happened. A YouTube follower saw that video and wrote us.
Yeah, so serendipity for the win, because they bought this GL and loved it, but decided that the KL layout with the separate beds would work better for their needs, and so they wanted to switch from a GL to a KL, selling a very slightly used GL, and it was just like a perfect serendipitous match.
So it turned out that they were actually on a cross-country trip and returning to Florida and already had their KL ordered, and the timing just worked out, so we just took delivery of our new to us van. And of course, the advantage of having a slightly used but still under warranty vehicle is it's already been broken in and all the tweaks put out, and bonus.
Big bonus, they had actually tackled a lot of the upgrades that we would have done anyway. You know, things like the monitor arm, and well, they actually put in a really cool faucet in the kitchen, and so many of these other little things that happen when you live in an RV. You take care of the stockness and make it custom.
So let's quit blabbering and let's show you our new van.
Okay.
So the first awesome feature of the newer models is they have a baseboard instead of a slide out step, and they're very smart, and they put in pet hooks at either end, which is of course Kiki's favorite feature of the new van.
Total reason to upgrade right there.
So this is the same G layout that we loved before, that has the front living area that has seating for 5 comfortably, but because we actually have the spare cushions that originally came with the van, which were in storage with the previous owner on our other one, we can now play around with some of the modifications in the front area, such as making this into what they call the puzzle bed, which is a second bed for someone to sleep on, or some have discovered a couch mode where you can turn this into a couch area, better for lounging and or watching television. So we're looking forward to having those options now, but pretty much the front cab is very similar to the G that we had before. They have put in now, they have accordion front blinds that pull up instead of having the sunshades that you had to store and fold up, and they now have some shades that go on the sides of the windows instead of folding up ones. One of the major features that we wanted with a new van was the double paned windows. When we started full-time RVing back in 2006, we had a Tab teardrop camper trailer, and it had these pop-out windows, which were awesome because you could leave them open when it was rainy. And they have added that as an option. It is an upgrade on the Travato, and this one came with it. So these windows, you just unlatch them and they can pop out. There's a set point there, leave them open, and they also have a vent mode, so you can just leave a little bit of wind coming in. We've got pull-up shades on them. And of course, there's also a pull down screen. So very flexible, awesome option. They're double pane, so they're better insulation. And in general, the van in 2020, they put a lot more insulation into it. So it's a quieter ride and keeps temperature better. So we've been enjoying those features.
So what makes a GL the L in it is the Volta lithium power system, which basically is all just controlled right here. It's a gas gauge like in your car, but it's referencing the huge lithium batteries, and then a simple on-off switch that controls all the power for the van. And this is kind of like lithium done right in a big way. So instead of a generator, there is a massive alternator under the hood that can charge, I think I've seen it put out 8,000 watts of power. So a massive amount of charging. So it can charge really quickly while you're driving and underway. It has an auto start system, so if you're parked in any place you need power, instead of starting a generator, the engine will actually start up automatically and run for an hour and charge the batteries back up. And they basically just defined the whole electrical system of this Travato to run off of the lithium. So you have all of your appliances work just as if you're plugged in, whether you're on shore power or not, including the air conditioner, including the microwave, including the fridge, including everything. All the outlets are working whether you're plugged in or not. Now, part of how they did this is they actually took away the water tank that used to be in the Travato in the bench seat here by the door. That's now in a pulled electrical chamber with all the inverter and stuff. The water tank is now actually suspended down below the van, slightly smaller than the regular G because of that. Smaller, you lose a little bit of fresh tank capacity, but you gain so much massive amount of electrical tank capacity.
So the kitchen area and the bedroom area are pretty much very similar to the 2016 that we had. They've done some upgrades, like they put in an electric compressor fridge and a larger freezer.
Huge
Finally,
freezer.
Awesome. Does take away some of the storage on the side. It's a very narrow pantry or wardrobe, depending upon how you set that up, which our prior owner had already converted it to a pantry mode. They did put a window over the sink area, which is great for really, it opens up the area a whole bunch with better lighting. And they do still use the same sink, and it comes standard with the pop-up faucet like we had in the 2016, but our prior owner actually did a modification and put in a real faucet, which is a huge improvement. The bed, still pretty much the same. It's a Murphy bed that folds up to the wall, so you can store more cargo as you're moving about. Very comfortable for two people who like to snuggle. It's about the width of a full size, so great for one person. Definitely needs to be cozy with your bed partner all night long, and your cat, of course, too. The bathroom is still pretty much the same layouts. Everything's pretty much the same. They do now include a bamboo mat floor in it, which is, I guess, better than the vinyl pickup.
Quieter air conditioning.
And yes, yes, definitely. The air conditioner is a lot quieter. They're using the Coleman NDQ Mach 10 now, which is what we had tried to upgrade to on the 2016 over the summer. That was out of stock everywhere. So it is definitely a lot quieter, especially outside, so you're not annoying your neighbors, which is, I think, an important feature of being a good campground neighbor. So a lot of upgrades, a lot of small things, a lot of tweaks, a lot of big things. We're actually going to do a video comparing the 2016 to the 2020.5 and show you more in depth what all the changes are and what some of our gripes were addressed. So that video will be coming out soon. Yes, it will feature a cat. So that's our new van. We are planning to do a video doing a more in-depth comparison to the 2016 model to show you more of the features and upgrades that have happened.
And we might even talk a little bit about, they made some major changes in the 2022 model, which we think we're glad we didn't wait to try and get. So
there's some great features, but some we're not quite sure
yes.
about. Anyway, the name of the van. So as you know, our 2016 we called Cooper, which was in homage to our Mini Cooper that it replaced.
And, Copernicus was its full name. We have a whole fancy backstory you can go read of where we came up with Cooper for the prior van. And so one day we're walking along while we're waiting for the van. We've only just seen pictures of it. It was still coming cross country towards us. And I mentioned to Cherie, hey, it's blue. It's a really rare, unique color for Travato. So we're basically getting a blue Cooper. Do you know what that means?
Cooper! Blooper.
Blooper. Yes. The name is Blooper. The van is got that stuck with it.
And yeah, maybe we might name future videos the blooper reels. Anyway, it stuck from early on, even well before we met the van in person. And yeah, we just took delivery about a week ago. We are on our inaugural camping adventure here.
Yeah, we've slept 2 nights in it so far.
Yep, we're at Gamble Rogers State Park, which is just a nice little hour drive from where we're keeping the boat in Sanford. It's been a great little escape to get some beach time.
And overall, we're just finding it is so pleasant and refined, and so many nice little upgrades, and it just feels nice in so many ways. We're excited to be in this van, and looking forward to all the many adventures ahead.
And modifications. I'm sure there'll be
upgrades
modifications.
And modifications. I'm already designing a cell antenna mount on the roof.
You're going to mount cell phones on the roof?
Cell antennas.
Okay.
Yes.
That's probably better. We'll be doing a CarPlay.
CarPlay up there.
Upgrade. I'm sure there'll be other things that we
Many
come up
upgrades
with.
and
more solar, maybe.
Yes, ma'am. I'd love to get more solar. This definitely could use some more solar.
All right. Well, that's our new van. We're excited. The 2016 is for sale. Well, as of the time of this filming, it's still available.
Yeah, got people interested, so hopefully it's sold by the time this video is published even.
And if not, check in. We've got a page dedicated for that. Check in on that. And we'll see you around. We're looking forward to having new stuff to share in the coming months, because otherwise there's not much else to share.
Take care.
We create these videos just for fun, and we love having you along for the ride. If you like this video, give us a thumbs up, leave a comment, or if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. See you next time.